Yoo-hoo! Guys, coding, it's a daily activity. You may have rest day when you go to the gym. Yeah, you may even do a cardio. Coding, no rest day for coding. Do you want to make the 200K per day or no? So make it 200K per year first, motherfucker, by coding. Then I will teach you how to make 200K per 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 day. Who makes 200K per day? Wait a second. How much Elon makes per day? How much does Elon make a day, week, month? Fucking scary, dude. He makes 46 million. Dude, I thought nobody can make 200K per day. 46 million per day. Wow, per hour. Fuck off. Elon Musk makes more than amounts to nearly 1.93 million per hour. $1 million per hour. Do you fucking understand? Wait a second. Per minute. Per second. $800 per second. He cannot even breathe a full breath. Actually, I should add it. He cannot do a complete job of breathing in a second, but he can make $800. It's like, wow. What about, damn, dude, that's scary. $800? Wow. I cannot mental masturbate on it at all. Yes. My mind doesn't have the capacity. Elon Musk, Bill Gates. Let's go. Jeff Bezos, huh? Why don't we have the same data? Jeff Bezos income per day, per hour, 1.43. Poor Jeff Bezos, he makes 1.43. If you are not above 1.5, you're fucked, man. All right. Yeah, interesting. It was interesting, right? Okay, cool. I don't want to write it down, but it was interesting to know that Elon Musk probably makes zero. He's badly in debt. What was his name? Elon Musk. Oh, Elon Musk and Elon Musk. Just 2-3 letters. The things that words and letter did to human being, nothing else did like that. All right, we were on the subject of Roman numerals. We have a Roman number. Um, let's go. Roman number, and we had this exception. Okay, we did the code completely. I don't know what is left. Oh, our 4 had problem. Okay, I wrote the 4 in the form of MATLAB. In Python, we should use range. And how we do that? ChatGPT. Okay, I think we're pretty much done with this code. It's just a minor. In range, replace the semicolon with in range. Correct. Okay, those are the next steps, but for I in range. So in Python, we have for I and then the word in and range of. Oh, you use range as 0 and it makes 0. I see. Okay, dude. Range of, but what is range of? Okay, we also for I think range, when you say range of 4, it is 0 to 3, I guess. Yeah, let's check it here. We did it before yesterday. So let's do that. Yep. But if you say 3, it gives you 3. And if you give 0, this is just computer scientists. They like starting from 0. No big deal. You think you do that and you're like suddenly you turn into Einstein? No, dumbass. It's not about where you start. You can start from 0, below 0, over 0. It's about how much you go ahead. It's about the distance, not the starting point. All of us have different starting point in lives. Damn, who thought coding could be like that? All right, for I in range, ln s, let's do length of s. I guess that's it. Why error? Why fucking error, motherfucker? Len of s. Oh, wait, should I put semicolon? I guess, yeah. Yeah, I should put not semicolon, but colon. After 4, yep. All right, that's it. That's my solution. Also, let's practice instantiating from a class. So I will clear the kernel. Okay. So our class is solution. Right? And we have a function in this class which when we have a function in a class, so we can say x is it is called it's called a method, right? Method. X is we have attributes and we have methods. When you have a function, it is a method. X is from class solution. Is it like this? Should I write x equals solution and then parentheses? It seems right. And now I want to write, we also learned the shortcut key yesterday. It was tab, x.tab. It's the only option, Roman to integer, of what is our string. For example, I write x, which is 10, iv, which makes it 10, 14, right? Wait, what was wrong? String index out of range. Okay, the code has a problem. We have x, right? We have x, we have y, we have b, right? Okay. I think it is correct. I in range of k, s of 0, s of 1. Okay. The code has a problem, and it is the fact that always the last string, the last character in the string, we have a if line that says if d of si is less than d of si plus 1. If it is the last character, s of I plus 1, we have no s of I plus 1. So we should go for I in range of len of s minus 1 up to that, and also at the end for the last one cannot be an exception case at all, right? So it's for the last one, it is also a plus, and it will be m. And is it like that? Is it? So when we go in the for loop, and okay, it is outside. I want to know how for loop acts in Python. When we finish the for loop, what is the amount of the loop parameter? I don't know. We can do that. We can learn it. But not now. Or maybe now. I think we can also say s of minus 1. S of minus 1 do the job too, right? Let's learn the basic Python. Yep, we made it, guys. We made it. What if I say xx? Well, okay. xxx. The assumptions where the code gives us a correct Roman numeral, so we don't need to check wrong situation. I want to say lcx lxc, whatever, lxc. It should be L is okay. I cannot have lxc, or I can. Well, it's not right. No Roman used to write it like that. We should write it clx, cxl. which is C is 100 x 10 50 140. It should, yep, 160. Oh, I wrote CLX. CLX is 160. All right, it's good. I feel it's okay. Okay. Let's check it with lead code. Do 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 do. All right. If I push this button, if I push this button, it will submit it. Am I doing it or not? Fuck it, slide it. All right. Fuck that. Damn, dude, it used 16.24 megabytes of memory. First of all, congrats, it got accepted. Runtime 52 milliseconds. We were this much close to 1 milliminute. Beats 54.66% of the users with Python 3, which means we are above the, I want to say average, but it is above the median, and beats 62.69%. Okay, memory wise we are beating 62.69%. Runtime wise we are beating 54%. I'm glad. It's a huge start. Already we are slaying these bitches. More challenges. Okay, the next, it also has a challenge integer to Roman, which I think it's an more difficult question. I want to solve 10 easy problems first. Let's solve 10 easy problems and just having fun solving problems, and then we can go more difficult ones. All right. Done. Let's go. Problem list. Longest common prefix. That is the next one. I love it. I think it should be again a string problem. String problem. And I like strings because since I was a child I didn't like strings, and it's the time for them now. Fuck integers, fuck real numbers, fuck imaginaries, fuck complex numbers. You know, it's the time for strings, letters, words, sentences, paragraphs, chapters, pages. Alright, whatever. Longest common prefix. Write a function to find the longest common prefix string amongst an array of strings. If there is no common prefix, return an empty string. Okay, empty string is just quotation. Input strings strs, flower, flow, flight. So it is FL. Oh, okay. And second one is dog, race car, and car, and we have nothing. It's not that difficult as a code. Well, actually, it's an easy problem. Constraints, string length is up to 200. What? It says strs dot length is between 1 and 200. Strs I dot length. Oh, okay. So strs is a list of strings. Each one of them has a length less than 200. Okay, and it says all of the words and strings in the strs list of our strings are lowercase English letters. Lowercase. What I want to do, wait a second, it should be common between all of them, right? I think their examples are not enough. I am wondering if we had flower, flow, and instead of flight we had dog, would it still FL work? Okay, I got a message from our CTO, Chief Technical Officer. He said he's going to come over. We are going to, sorry, usually I should not answer the calls, but you know, there is always exceptions. Okay, let's see. Okay, let's assume this should be common between all of them. So I choose the first one. If it is common between all of them, it's not that difficult. Even we have subtractions of strings in Python. So what I can do is just choose the first two. Yeah, let's see what does Python do. New Python 3 Jupyter Notebook. I say S is Amir, and R is Anir. All right. Now I want to see if it's just how is the subtraction? S minus R. Oh, we don't have subtractions of strings. I thought we have. Can we subtract? Can we subtract strings in Python? Python 3 you can't directly do that. Concatenation, slicing, and more. Here, okay, let's see what we can do with the strings in Python. Plus operator. Okay, plus does the concatenation. Oh, okay. Yeah. So I have two words. I feel like if I have the whole list of the strings, what really matters is the first two words. And once I find the common prefix between them, I just hold that prefix and ignore the first two, check it with the other words. It's just, I'm going one step ahead. So I like to have this function that only gets two strings and checks if they are what is their common prefix, right? So I want to have this function that as input gets two strings and its output, it returns their common prefix. Then I can call this function again and again and find the common prefix in the strings, strs. Okay, we have concatenation, slicing, which sounds interesting for this problem. You can use a slicing to extract part of a string or create a new string based on a subset of characters. So we have text Python, and substring is text indices 1 to 4. 1 to 4, but guess 1 to 3 exclusive. I see. So the last index is excluded. Okay, string methods. We also have a string methods that are nice. Split, replace, find, start with, end with. All right. Okay, I have an idea. I have an idea for the function. What I do, we get the two strings. We choose the shorter one. All right, this is the shorter one. For example, this is 4 characters. The other string is 5 characters. This is Amir. This is Amir N, for example. All right. And what I do is I run a for loop over the length of this shorter one, and I see if the first one matches the second one, first one of the second string. Yes, I make a string and I add the first character. Check the second one, the for loop runs, and check the second one, and if it matches, we add this second character to the string we are going to make until they don't match, and we remove. And then we should have a, what is it? Stop? Oh, I think it's break. It used to be break in C++, I guess. We break from the for loop, or I can do it while. It's not a big difference. All right, and yeah, I think while is better because once the characters are not the same, I want to get out of it, and I want to get out of it. Then I gathered all the common characters, the prefix, and I use this for this prefix now with the next string. All right, sounds good. What is the title for this code? It's called you tell me guys, you tell me guys, do 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 do. Roman numerals is done. Longest common prefix, that is it. Do 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 do. I guess I made it. All right. So let's go with the heading that. Oh, I fucking deleted it. Why did I do that? Okay, it's good. Well, I deleted the class first line on the lead code. It's good. We will learn how to. So it's usually class, if I'm right. Class solution agreement that you start a class name by a capital letter, uppercase letter, solution, and then semicolon. And okay, this function that I talked about, is it a function inside that? I don't know. If it is a class, so I didn't work with classes a lot. If it was a code, I usually had this main environment that I used to have my main part of the code, and then there was the blocks outside the main that I used to use them for writing the functions there, and inside the main I would call the functions. I don't know if it should be the same in classes. Well, I can write this function. That is true. I can write this function outside the class still and call it inside the class. I don't know how lead code I know lead code will do that, you know. Okay, we can figure it out. We can see if it works. It will be nice to see how it does. Okay, so we have class solution, and then you want to define a function. You should say that, like, I didn't know that. I forgot that. Fucking, I didn't know how to define a function in Python. So you write def, name of the function. What is the name of the function? I want to write GCD, greatest common denominator. Maybe GCD is a function in Python. Who cares? We will see if it is. And GCD, and when you are in a class environment, you should always take this shit called self and two strings, right? We get the self, which I don't know what is it for, and we get as a string. If you want to set its default value as a string, you write down s colon str, and I want to write s1 s2 s2 str and then you will have an arrow. What is the output? Output is also an str, right? Di da da di ya, di da da di ya. All right. And then all the time, please guys, do not forget colon. I have to memorize this stuff. Like, these are syntaxes. I really want to memorize them. Basic syntaxes you should memorize. We have a memory for a reason, dude. All right, I have a Spanish to let's do it. If first we should to find the shorter string len of s1 well we can use min function, right? Do we have min function? Min 3 4 in Python. How do you write min function? In Python, min function is used to find a minimum value, so it is the same thing. All right, it's very simple. All right. And actually, I don't need. Yeah, I don't need anything. I don't need. A counter or something like that, because I'm just comparing like to find a shorter one or longer one, because I'm comparing s1 of I with s1 of 2. As long as we have them, I'm good. So while s1 of I equals well, 4 was 4 in range, right? I don't know how is while. I'm writing it while parenthesis s1i s2i equals while s1i equals s2i. I want. All right, I have to have a colon here. And I also want to create the prefix. I will call it p. It's an empty string for now. As long as they are equal, p is p concatenating it plus s1 I, and then we go at I, increment I, and okay, this is okay, but once we get to the I which is range, for example s1 is the shorter one, and length of s1 is 20. All right, so we have s1 0 up to s1 19, but once s1 gets 20, I get 20, we cannot compare si 20. Well, I would say s1 20 is not equal to s2 20 at that moment. Also, I have this doubt that the program says, okay, we don't even have such a thing as s120. So maybe I feel again I need to add a break line or something like that, otherwise. Or can I add it inside the while? Let's give it like that. Run the program and see if it gives us error or something. I don't even want to add the I should be less than the length of the S1, for example. So we are out of while now and return P. That's it. All right, let's try it. X is class solution. And GCD is a method on X. So X dot, if I press tab, GCD is the only option. Okay, 2 words, for example, Amir and Amin, who is coming. Okay, it's working. That's it. What if the lengths are different? Control C, Control V. I'm gonna say Amir and Amir N. Now we have it says string index out of range. Why? Because S1, which is Amir, is shorter than S2, and okay, I have to add this I less than length of minimum of the length. So why, by the way, while was correct. The syntax was correct. 19 minutes ago I got a message, Amin will be here in 20 minutes. So let's be fast. I less than mean of len of S1 and len of S2 is do you think Python is and or one and? I guess it is and. It is definitely and. All right, let's run this code. Okay, we don't have and. Now it's ChatGPT time. Okay, I say let's stop the coding. I want to start my ML. I think we developed it up to the point that it's good enough. Minor changes tomorrow. We will be done with the longest common prefix. Run the code right now. All right. Thanks a lot.